Hey guys, it's Mitch. How's it going? We're back for more Blood Force issue 4 because Blood Force issue 5 hasn't been written yet. Still. So this is going to be yet another cover because I'm pretty much out of pages and I got to draw something. So homage covers is kind of what the deal for my channel is at the moment. So just before we get into it, if you enjoy the channel, if you feel like you might want to help out a little bit, go subscribe to my Patreon. Links are in the description. So yeah, this is yet another homage cover. Although in this case, it's probably the regular cover for the issue. I'm not 100% for sure yet. But this is referencing Uncanny X-Men number 261. It's the one where Wolverine and Psylocke are standing there. Wolverine's all flexy, and there's stuff exploding for some reason. And somebody kidnapped Jubilee, or maybe just like, I don't know, put her in a chokehold for a little bit. That could happen, because she looks like she fell asleep. Seeing as how we've got a dude with knives, that's almost as good as a dude with claws. And we don't have Psylocke, but Gunshow is definitely present, at least. It's like, that's close enough. I think I could fit everything else in here. So we've, instead of whoever Wolverine and Psylocke are facing off against on that cover, I've never read that issue. We've got Hawkstab and Fireburn here because... Well, I mean, Hawkstab because he is a major part of the story, and Fireburn because Fireburn gets no time. You know? I feel like even Hard gets a little bit more time than Fireburn, although it's not much. Shockblock as well. A little bit, maybe not so much. It's mostly been Hawkstab and Max Dreamus and Popo. And that's kind of been it. Everybody else is kind of just in support. I mean, it is still just the first arc, so, you can do another arc focusing on another part of the team. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to another one. We can hope. Although I've still got to get past issue, I'm pretty sure 6 before we can do that. So, I don't know, maybe like, Shockblock will get some time in. I guess we'll have to find out. So we're going to start off inking Fireburn here. Just, these heads are easy to do, pretty much. Although I do put on way too much hatching on here. Like, in comparison to the final thing. The Jim Lee cover. The Jim Lee cover looks far more finished compared to this, to me anyway. But it's fine. I don't have too much of a problem with this. I'm unsure whether I'm keeping this cover. I feel like I tried a little too hard to get too close to the original and stopped thinking about whether or not, how I could alter the cover to make it more interesting in a way that works for my style. Which is something I get caught up in fairly easily. You'll notice it with quite a few of my homage covers, actually, because I keep saying homage. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll just keep saying it, probably. I've definitely focused more on trying to get the look of the original cover than trying to do a version of the cover in my style. I think we're starting to get away from that a little bit with that last one I did a video on, which was the riff on Incredible Hulk number 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. But, the Hawkstab shot here, I think I like this a little better. I like the hatching, how that ended up looking out. But, God, there's enough of it. I better like it. I still don't know what these Coke cans are on his chest. But they're definitely like a permanent fixture now. I'm looking forward to, like, Blood Force issue 10 or whatever, when I can do costume redesigns. I think it'd probably be somewhere around there. I figure every, 8 to 10 issues, you got to do a redesign, right? Maybe even less. If we're talking like Youngblood terms, it might be every 4 issues. Because every 4 issues has been 3 years. And it's time for a new beginning. Right? We've got to reimagine the team. Okay, we got our guys in front kind of done anyway. Now it's time for Knife and Gunshow. And yeah, I mean, the knife pose is, it's straight up trying to go for the Wolverine pose, but he's not Wolverine, and he only has one expression. So I can't do the big snarl. He does more of a gritted teeth snarl. That's all he does, really. And he's looking okay, although I kind of want to do a version of this cover I'm probably not going to have. Um, I'm thinking of like what my next video is, because eventually I need to start working on issue 5, page 1, right? I don't think I'm going to have the script done within the next couple of weeks. So I need to draw something. So I might as well do another version of this cover. And I'm thinking of doing just kind of zooming in on Knife and Gun Show, doing it from like maybe a bit of a Dutch angle, from like a low angle, and really going for just striation and fucked up lighting, and like just trying to push the limit on it a little bit instead of trying to copy the Jim Lee stuff, because it's not really my thing 100%. I can start drawing anytime. I decided I didn't like his pose. Okay, am I going the other way? I think I am. Yes, I am too. All right. And this is the pose here is based off of the Arnold Schwarzenegger pose, where he's doing the pec flex, because that was the, in quotes, inspiration for the boob shelf that Liefeld put on Captain America. So, kind of very indirect reference there that nobody will get unless you listen to this commentary first. Which, I mean, maybe 50 people will do that. So, it's a very select group. Just don't tell anybody. Shh. I think I was trying to come up with, I'm trying to come up with better shading on the legs. Try to get a bit more black in there. I come back to, that quad looks crazy. Not a bad way. I like that. I come back to Whilce Portacio when he was drawing X Factor. He put like a lot of black in those costumes. You're gonna like make the cod piece a little bit less apparent, right? I think so. That's a little out there. Anyway, we'll worry about that in a minute. I put a lot of black in the costume, and I like the way that looked, particularly around the legs. Usually, because like legs they're not a point of focus. So, but it's just a good place to get a lot of black on the page. I think that's kind of the thinking. That leg looks skinny anyway. You better add more. Ooh, I don't know if I did. Okay, you might be bulging out there. And so based on by basing this on the shot of Arnold, Gun Show actually ends up looking a little bit smaller than how he does through the rest of the comic, I'd think. Oh, wait, there he goes. Oh, I just kind of flattened it out. That's better. Okay, that's for the best. Good job. But it's, I think I tried to make up with it for it with some striation, if I recall correctly. So, I remember, it's funny, because on the ones where I'm unsure, oh yeah, that's some pretty good striation. The ones where I'm unsure about how they ended up looking, I remember them almost as like just straight line art, like it's Mike Allred drawing it or something. It's like, no, there's not nearly enough rendering on these things. It's like, really? There's not enough rendering on this cover? It's like, well, maybe. I like playing around with the expression on Gun Show there. Okay, yeah. That's not bad. He had the smirk going, but maybe this is too serious an affair for that kind of expression, right? Better shade in that forearm a little bit more. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that's good shit. Oh, maybe I do need to keep this cover. That forearm looks awesome. And kind of approximating the debris that was flying around on the Jim Lee cover. Like, I think coming pretty close, really. Probably not the same saturation, because I tend to lose focus when drawing stuff like this. Get a lot of those nukes in there, don't we? Just the flashes of light. So, hope that's not a problem for anybody. A lot of big white spots, but the original cover has a lot of lettering on it too. I think I can pretty much do that. We got the two main scenarios in Blood... Jesus Christ, calm down with the lighting. We got the two main scenarios in Blood Force number 4 with Gun Show and Knife versus Hawkstab in Blood Force. And yes, and Popo versus the Clerk, so you can refer to both at least. You can get all sorts of balloons and captions all over the cover. Should look all right. So, yeah, that's pretty much the cover, eh? That's not bad. I don't know. I'm still, yeah, I'm torn. I'm not sure if I'm going to redo that or not. I might redo it anyway, just to see how it looks, and then, you know, I got both versions to pick and choose from. That might as well. Like I said, you got to draw something. And we got, you know, we can keep doing homages. I almost remember the H there. Until I'm ready to draw pages again, I suppose. There's all sorts of, like, iconic shots that I haven't done yet. So might as well. But yeah, that's one of the many covers of Blood Force issue 4. I think this is the third one I've made a video for. We've still got at least one more. So by the time I get through that, I'll have at least done the 2-page spread. Oh, yeah. No, I did. Fuck. I was thinking, I haven't done the original page 22. It's like, yes, you did, fucker. Just because you've been working on the 2-page spread for 22, 23 for like 3 weeks doesn't mean that you didn't already make that other video. God damn it. All right, so I have no idea what I'm talking about now, so I'm going to leave. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notifications so you know when the next one's coming out. Go over and subscribe to my Patreon. It gives you early access to everything I do, from the Blood Force stuff to the YouTube videos before they get uploaded to YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing right now. As well as some Patreon exclusive content. You can also follow me on Instagram and DM me there for commissions, and you can join the Blood Force Discord server. That's going to do it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.